When I cheated death, I witnessed the future of our planet. In the tapestry of time, my life took an unexpected turn in the symphony of 2011, weaving a narrative of a near-death odyssey and a tantalizing glimpse into the fabric of the future. Picture this: September 3rd, 2011, a reunion, a post-college rendezvous with destiny. The air buzzed with the electric dance of stories, plans, and dreams as my boyfriend and I, filled with the anticipation of what lay ahead, mingled with our classmates in a restaurant echoing with the resonance of shared memories. The crescendo of the night was marked by a collective desire to immortalize the magic we'd woven together. A group photo, a snapshot of camaraderie frozen in time, an attempt to encapsulate the ephemeral into everlasting nostalgia. But as the clock struck midnight, the grand finale neared. A wine-infused proposal from my boyfriend hung in the air, suggesting a retreat to a nearby hotel room. Hesitation lingered, a shadow of parental disapproval playing in the background. Yet the threads of circumstance wove a different pattern, and against the symphony of doubts, I acquiesced. A fellow classmate, a designated driver by self-proclamation, offered us passage home, his assurance cutting through the fog of concerns about his alcohol intake. With trepidation masked by hope, we embarked on this nocturnal journey, riding the currents of fate toward a destination uncertain yet yearned for. 20 minutes into the ride, a car approached us at an alarming speed, resulting in a devastating crash. The vehicle shook violently, and I found myself amid twisted metal and shattered glass, experiencing intense pain. In the aftermath, my boyfriend was located on the opposite side of the wreckage. Soon, the sound of an ambulance signaled our journey to the hospital. Upon arrival, the doctor administered medication, and I slipped into a coma. Within this unreal state, I became an invisible observer, walking through the walls of the operating room and into the hospital storage room, filled with neatly folded sheets and blankets. Moving through the hospital hallway, I spotted my mother and father. My mother, with red and swollen eyes, held tightly by my father, seeking strength and comfort. Desiring to convey a message, I attempted to draw closer to them, to share my condition and reassure them. I was present, but no matter how hard I tried, they couldn't seem to sense my presence. I realized the urgency of returning to my body. Back in the operating room, doctors were working diligently to resuscitate me. At that moment, I noticed a tunnel above the operating table, rotating clockwise. Intrigued, I entered the pitch-black tunnel, surprisingly unafraid. A magical force guided me through, and I felt an increasing speed. A faint point of light emerged in the distance, radiating a warm energy. As I approached, the brightness surpassed the sun, yet it didn't hurt my eyes. The light emanated an indescribable love, making me one with it. Within this radiant center, pieces of my past life unfolded, allowing me to review my actions and their impact on others. I witnessed a regrettable incident where I had selfishly declined to help a friend in need. His frustration and disappointment left a deep impression. I recognized the importance of empathy and caring for others. I saw both the pain I caused and the positive impacts I made. True friendship, I realized, is built on trust and empathy. The experience revealed the power of love to change lives and make the world better. As it concluded, tension lingered, anticipating judgment. Unexpectedly, my mind was flooded with disturbing images, leaving me scared and confused. After the unsettling images, a voice reassured me that I would be sent back to Earth. My time had not yet come. I understood that I didn't have a choice. I had to return to Earth through that tunnel. Back in the hospital, I re-entered my body. Upon waking up, I found my parents guarding my bedside. Later, my father revealed that I was the sole survivor of the accident. To save my life, the doctors had performed open-heart surgery, and my heart had stopped during the operation. I spent over 2 long months in the hospital. Upon returning home, I felt compelled to document my experiences. I wrote down everything I saw, creating my unique testimony. I recognized the responsibility to share this experience, bringing enlightenment to others. One vivid image was the collapse of the world economy. In this vision, countries were desperately printing money to cope with economic woes, causing a global devaluation of currencies. The scene depicted people's desperation and the economic chaos. Additionally, the rise of virtual currencies contributed to the economic crisis. As their popularity increased, the traditional monetary system suffered severe impacts, triggering chaos in the global financial order. A stock market plunge and massive wealth loss ensued, leading to economic recession and social unrest. While virtual currencies brought convenience, they also posed a potential threat to the economic system. Next, I witnessed a war triggered by the economic collapse spreading globally. Wars erupted between and within countries, with the poor overthrowing the elite violently. Riots broke out worldwide, leading to a breakdown of social order. Streets were filled with angry crowds, and people were confined in cages, deprived of freedom and basic human rights. Simultaneously, a large number of refugees emerged from cities, having lost their homes and seeking survival opportunities. These images were heartbreaking and heavy. I chose silence earlier due to fear of being perceived as crazy, understanding the potential bias in my descriptions. I acknowledge the complexity and fluidity of the future, making exact predictions impossible. Perspectives may differ, but I hope people will respect my experiences, even if they surpass common understanding and perception.